Tonight's headline, Donald Trump takes aim at the FBI. But in a twist that borders on the absurd, his attack backfires badly. The blunder is so over the top, even seasoned news anchors were caught laughing on air, while others raised serious questions about his judgment. Stay with me, because I'll walk you through the misstep and reveal the truth behind Trump's false FBI claim.
Blunder, blunder, and blunder.
Context here really matters, because without it, you can't fully grasp the scale of Trump's blunder today. Let's rewind for a moment. FBI Director Kash Patel had already gone on record, laying out the facts clearly. In other words, Trump had the roadmap. There was no way he could possibly miss it, right? Well, think again. Here's what Patel said earlier about January 6th. Listen closely, because this is the baseline. And then, on the other side, we'll get to Trump's slip-up, the one that sparked mockery, raised eyebrows, and even questions about his sharpness. Now, Fox News summed up Patel's remarks with a headline that read, FBI's Patel clarifies role of hundreds of agents on January 6th. And from there, the highlights rolled in. Current FBI Director Kash Patel revealed that agents were deployed to the U.S. Capitol for crowd control, only after the chaos had officially been declared a riot. In an exclusive response on Saturday, the FBI addressed reports that 274 plainclothes agents were present during the January 6th attack, clarifying their role while sharply criticizing former director Christopher Wray. According to officials who spoke with Fox News Digital, the agents were not on the ground beforehand. They were sent in after the riot had already erupted, tasked with trying to contain the unruly crowd. Patel argued that this was never supposed to be the role of FBI agents, and he accused Wray of failing to be transparent when testifying repeatedly before Congress. Patel went further, telling Fox News Digital this was the failure of a corrupt leadership that lied to Congress and to the American people about what really happened. That was a crystal clear statement from Trump's own FBI director, delivered on Trump's favorite propaganda channel no less. Agents were sent in on January 6th for crowd control. End of story, right? You'd think so. But somehow, Trump still managed to fumble it. Maybe the memory center of his brain took a direct hit from a Titleist Pro V1 on the golf course, because just after midnight, he posted something so off-base, it had an MSNBC panel bursting into laughter. Not the kind of laugh you want. It was the awkward head-shaking kind that leaves people questioning whether he's even processing what's right in front of him.
That one man, Donald Trump, as we know, he loves social media, and he's up late. So at 12:38 this morning, he posted on Truth Social, quote, the Biden FBI placed 274 agents into the crowd on January 6th. That's all in all caps. You see it on the screen. If this is so, which it is, a lot of very good people will be owed big apologies. What a scam. Do something. 3 exclamation points. President DJT. Now,
Sleepy Joe wasn't so sleepy. He was able to do things before he even became president.
it's a busy man. He's a busy America. Why are we not talking about this man's mental acuity? I remember during all of President Biden's term, all people talked about was his mental acuity. Is he all there? Is he capable of being president?
Is he a president?
We should not be used to this, George. This is nuts. This is nuts.
He is nuts. We know this.
As you said, Biden wasn't even president. So where are the doctors?
Okay, look, remember he gave that speech at the Lincoln Memorial, I guess it was 2019 or 2018, 2019, and he talked about Revolutionary War airports. This is new. His brain is mush. It's always been mush.
Well,
yeah, and that's not the worst part of it.
What?
Right? No, it's not the worst part of it. The fact that his brain is deteriorating is not the worst part of it. The first is he's never been right in the head. Okay, I mean this whole bit with the Nobel Prize and how he's mad that he didn't get the Nobel Prize because somebody else got it for actually doing things that Nobel Prize winners were supposed to do.
The funniest part of all this might be Trump, figuratively shouting, "Do something," into the void, after midnight, no less. Maybe he was half asleep, caught in a bad dream, and just unconsciously typed it into Truth Social. I mean, we've all had those dreams, running from something, suddenly naked in public, teeth falling out, or all three at once. And in the panic, you just want to scream, "Do something," to no one in particular. Relatable for us, maybe. But coming from a man who wants to project control, now, it's downright unhinged. And here's the thing. We all know that feeling of wanting something to be done, and fast. Well, this Saturday, anti-Trumpers actually have a chance to do something real. And for the final word on that unique opportunity, I'll hand it over to Robert De Niro.
The original No Kings protest was 250 years ago. Americans decided they didn't want to live under the rule of King George III. They declared their independence and fought a bloody war for democracy. We've had 2.5 centuries of democracy since then, often challenging, sometimes messy, always essential. And we've fought in 2 world wars to preserve it. Now we have a would-be king who wants to take it away. King Donald I. Fuck that. We're rising up again this time, non-violently, raising our voices to declare no kings. I'm Robert De Niro, asking you to stand up and be counted in the nationwide No Kings protest on October 18th. Visit nokings.org to find, volunteer, or host a protest near you. We're all in this together, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, that's a wrap for today's video. If you had a good time hanging out here, hit that like button. It really helps more than you know. And if you're new, consider subscribing so you don't miss what's coming next. Until then, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one.